Hey finders, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire. I'm the owner and creator behind Sale Vintage Finds, and this is Fabulous Friday Flips. Try saying that 100 times in a row. I have filmed this intro so many times and don't get me going. This is my boy Ranger. You can see his little ear, and I have a fabulous Friday video for you this week. I did 4 projects, 3 of them using Sweet Pickins milk paint because I wanted you to see the different finishes you can get with paint depending on the object that you used. I used the same batch of paint and each project has a completely different finish. First up are these candlesticks. I love the glass hurricanes. I just think they're so vintagey and cool. I'm so scared I'm gonna break them. And they definitely, I cleaned them, but they need to be re-cleaned. So look at, I got a little bit of chippiness. Each one of these projects, the 3 that I used Sweet Pickins, I showed you different products to finish them with so that it has nothing to do with the chippiness. It just gives them a different finish. So if you wanna learn that, watch the full video. And this is project number 2. I used Sonnet's exclusive paper from Roycycled for the center. And look how much awesome chippiness I got with this. And check out the back, doesn't have as much chippiness. So even on the same piece, you might get different finishes. I love that tray. It just screams fall to me. Love, love, love. Next up, this was a custom piece. A customer gave me a couple of things that she wanted. She wanted some chippiness and crazing, and we got a lot of crazing, just a little bit of chips here and there. She wanted a fleur-de-lis. So I love this. I love this table. This is a flip top, just in case. And so I really hope I went into detail on how to get these finishes for you. I hope you'll try Sweet Pickins milk paint. It's incredible. And it sticks to just about everything. Next up, I wanted to do one more fall. Well, I don't know, there might be more. I wanted to do another fall project. I love these ghost pumpkins. I gave him some eyebrows. I just think they're so cute. So if you want to learn how to do that, super easy and super fun. So I hope you'll watch the whole video. Please do me a favor, subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified each and every time I post a new video. Please, please consider sharing and please drop me a comment. Let me know which project is your favorite. Let me know if you don't like any of them. Let me know if there's something else you want to see. All the things. Please do all the things. I need them. Until next time, you guys, enjoy. For this project, we'll be taking these older, cool, I think, candlesticks. They've definitely seen better days. I was able to get one of the tops off, but not the other. So I'm gonna leave both of the tops on. I'm going to tape those off. Here's the little hurricane. And I like it. I like these with my old vintagey primitive candles. So I've got, you know, I've got white milk paint mixed up. And so I'm gonna be using creamy on these as well. And, you know, that's what I do when I have milk paint mixed up. You can't save it. Once you mix it up, it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of projects done with white or creamy milk paint by Sweet Pickins. Okay, we're back and look how fantastic these are looking. They've been coated or painted with about 3.5 coats of creamy, and I've got tons of really cool cracking and chipping. You never know what you're gonna get. You can't control it. The paint does what it wants to do, but I've never been disappointed. And I love that. Just little bits of chipping, lots of crazing. These are gonna get finished. The top is gonna get Fusion's metallic bronze paint. The bottom, we're gonna seal with Sweet Pickins oil in I think it's dark. It's called dark. So I'll show you that, but let's get this top painted and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And this is the Sweet Pickins oil wax. And the color is dark. I was right. So you shake this well, just like it says. And then what we're gonna do is you brush it on. You allow it to penetrate for 15 to 20 minutes and then wipe it off. So what I'm gonna show you is the bottom first. I just always do the bottom of everything first. It's habit. All right, we're gonna put that there. Put a couple drops on. We can do both of them. It's no big deal if it's too much. And it looks scary at first, but you just gotta let it penetrate. It's gonna get into all the cracks, and this is a sealer. Ooh, that was enough. So, hopefully you can see, am I out of frame? It'll be par for the course for me. I don't know, you guys. Tell me, do you want me to keep doing these videos? Are you finding value in them? Are you finding value for me? Because it takes a lot of time, and my channel's just been in a free fall for a while. So I'm just gonna do that, let the bottom dry. We'll dump a little bit on here. Let me know, because it's hard for me to do other things because the editing on these DIY videos take forever, but some of my DIY videos have done well, but in my haul videos used to do so well, and now they just aren't. So maybe I'm getting worse, maybe I'm not improving, I don't know. But so that's it. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. We'll be back when it's done. For this project, we're going to be taking this tray. It's a really nice tray. It's a nice size. It's very large, as you can tell. And it appears to be wood, real wood, which not, a lot of things these days aren't. But I want to, again, give this a nice chippy finish with milk paint. So I'm going to get these handles removed and get it painted up. I'm going to paint the center with just plain, white paint. I'm not, probably just White Swan by DIY, Debbie's DIY. And that's going to be decoupaged. So let me get going and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. This is after probably 3 to 4 coats of creamy paint. And as you can see, I did the back and the front. Then this is just painted in White Swan. I just wanted a white backing. And then I did a couple, or just one coat of a clear coat. I want to use wax on this project, but I just didn't want any more chipping. So I sprayed a clear coat just to lock everything in as is. I'm happy with this. I love super chippy. Not everybody does, but I do. So now I'm going to be decoupaging on the exclusive recycled paper from Sonnet's September's Makers Box in the center. And then we'll be layering on some waxes, both a clear and a dark by Debbie's DIY to get this finished up. All right, everybody, I am so sorry. I don't know, somehow my camera during this last segment when I was finishing up went into slow-mo. It started out okay, and then it went into slow-mo, and so I'm just gonna have to describe to you what I did. I decoupaged the bottom. I didn't want to show you that because I've been decoupaging in the last few weeks' videos. I decided after that, I just thought it still looked too plain and it needed a little something something. So I decided to add a transfer, and I got that transferred on, and then I sealed everything with Debbie's DIY wax in clear. So this is the clear, and remember, she doesn't put any preservatives in that, so I always scrape a little bit out into the lid, and then I just work from the lid. And so that's Debbie's Design Diary DIY wax clear. And I did everything. I did the back, I did the front, and then I let that dry for about a half an hour. And then I take Debbie's DIY in dark, her dark wax. Same thing, I scrape a little bit into the lid and work from that. And then I used a brush. Let me see if I can find the brush that I used. I just used this brush, and I work, you know, in the places where there'd be some, you know, dirt that gathers, you know, in the edges. I really wanted to work into like around the decoupaged area just to kind of, I don't know, give that a little depth and dimension. I did the back around all of the crevices, and again up the sides, around the handles, all the places where it would naturally kind of get some dirt that wouldn't come out over the years. And that's it. That way the you know, all transfers need to be sealed, so this wax sealed it in. And I think I love it. I think you guys gotta let me know. Do you like this one? Is it too chippy for you? Do you like the chippy? You know, you can't control it with, you know, with milk paint. As you saw, first project, I barely got any, just a little bit of chipping, lots of crazing. This one, not very much crazing, but obviously a lot of chipping on the front and not too much on the back. And then you'll see in the next project that I got all crazing, very tiny chips, but it's perfect, I think, on each project. You know, I feel like I'm never disappointed. I'm always happy with whatever the result is. And I'm happy with this. I think this is a really nice makeover for this tray. This tray came from my secret shopper, so hopefully she likes it, likes the makeover. It definitely needed something because the old paint finish was chipping off. And I don't know, I think this definitely gives it fall vibes because I feel like flannel is such a fall thing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd try this. Let me know if you've tried Sweet Pickins or if you would try it. All the things. Hey everybody, for this project, I'll be taking this vintage Bombay & Company table and I'll be giving it a brand new makeover. This is a commissioned piece from a client and all she asked for, it's gonna be a gift. She wanted it like a creamy color and she wants a fleur-de-lis emblem stenciled on it. So she likes chippy. We're going to be doing this with the color Creamy by Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. So I'm going to go ahead and sand that back and then give everything a coat of shellac. And then I'm going to get it sanded, shellacked, and then I'll get back here. We'll mix up some milk paint and add some paint to it. All right, I again want to stress the importance of prep. This piece I have sanded back. Remember, you can still see a little bit of it, but you can't really feel it, and I'm comfortable with this. You can still see a little bit of the crazing, which we definitely want on our milk paint, but I just didn't know how it was going to react with it. I'm going to start on the back of this piece and, you know, just to test this out. I have sanded it back, both sides of this. I also have the base, and then I gave it 2 even coats of shellac. The reason why I use shellac is it's an excellent primer. It gives me it's a clear primer. It's food safe, you know, just as a bonus. And generally speaking, when I've used it as a primer under milk paint, it gives me a lot of crazing, not too much chipping. But milk paint, you never know what it's gonna do. You get what you get. So remember, with milk paint, I keep my milk paint, I just label it and I put it in these jars. These jars are from Dollar Tree. I've got a couple projects I'm gonna do with this paint today. Oh, there's a scoop in there. Nice. Don't need this scoop then. I bought just little scoops on Amazon. So I'm gonna do 2 scoops of paint. And then what I normally do, I'm gonna move this heart real quick. What I normally do is take coffee out of my coffee machine, but it doesn't have to be warm or hot water. I like to use warm water. You can just use warm tap water. But a lot of people use bottled water. You know, it just doesn't matter. So I just threw some warm water in my cup. I guess I'll use this scoop, and I'll put 2 scoops of water in. It's equal parts paint to equal parts water. And then I'm just using, you know, sometimes I use my little immersion blender, sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use my little whisk. And then you just whisk this up for 2 minutes and then let it sit for a few minutes to thicken. You want it to be milkshake consistency, and then you can start painting. So that's it for this. I am going to start painting and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. I just want to show you where we're at with this. This is the base. The top is still drying. On the top, I finished both the back and the top, and I always do the back first, so the top is now going. This has already been sanded back with my 220 sanding sponge, and you never know what you're gonna get. You're gonna see highs and lows in the paint. You're gonna see, hopefully you can see the yummy crazing on this. And since this is a table, I'm gonna be finishing this with some matte clear coat because I really wanna give it I usually start out with a satin because satin gives a little bit more protection, and then subsequent coats are done in matte just to tone down the satin. So, oh, I'm loving it, you guys. I don't know if you can see how yummy all that crazing is, but I can, and it's awesome. So we'll be back after some top coat and after I finish the top. Okay, we're back. I'm super happy with this. I'm gonna try to bring it up and maybe you can see some of the crazing. I think my camera's having a hard time focusing, but I'm happy with this. As you can see, the top and the bottom have been painted. There's lots of crazing and chipping. Yeah, my camera just does not want to focus in, but there you can see it. And you can see it on this side. There's just a little bit of chipping. But I'm happy. I'm gonna start layering on top coats. With this, we're gonna do multiple layers of a clear or a satin poly, and then a flat and ultra flat poly. And then I will still finish this with both clear wax and some antiquing wax just to give it another layer of yumminess. So I'm thrilled. I hope my customer's gonna love it. And we'll be back with the final. everybody, this is a super fun project, I think anyway. We're gonna take this pumpkin. I thrifted this. Well, I got it at an estate sale and it definitely had seen better days. The bottom was down to the foam in a couple of places. So I painted it with Debbie's DIY and the color Summer Crush. It's one of my favorite fall. I didn't do the whole thing. I just kind of did the bottom. I wanted some highs and lows. And then I used clear wax and dark wax, again, both by Debbie's DIY. This is the dark wax. You'll need some air dry clay. I'm using this rolling pin. I'd used this one for the first one that I made, which I'm going to show you right now. And you can see it was too small. I was just kind of playing around. I'm not going to sell this. I'm going to keep it. So I just wanted to say, use a full-size rolling pin. Super cute though, right? I love this project. And I don't know, maybe this is a little small. Maybe I could have done it bigger, but I really wanted to see the pumpkin. I didn't want it all the way down. I grabbed a slightly bigger plate. I'm gonna use this to cut out the, we'll call it dough, but it's air dry clay. I had one that was just a little bit smaller, probably about a 1/2 inch. So I am gonna make this one just slightly bigger, but I like seeing a lot of the pumpkin. This is the clay that I use. I get it on Amazon, and it's, I would say, probably one of the most recommended air dry clays. I watch a lot of other YouTubers. I'm just pulling off a big chunk. I think this will be enough. When I rolled my other one, I ended up needing more, so I'm just gonna pull a little bit more. All right. I always just kind of work it in my hands a little bit to get it, I guess, softened up a little bit. Just the warmth of your hands will soften it up a little bit. So here we go. So then I just roll it out like you're rolling out cookie dough. Okay, once you have it big enough so that your plate can fit on it, then what I do, you could take anything, just a butter knife. I just happen to have this one handy. Take this off. Then pull this up. Put it right over the top, and it should kind of poke down over the top, and we'll just kind of cut that out. And then you just kind of flute it in different places so that it fits snug. And so I know where to cut. And then I just kind of cut around the top just to get some of that off. If you need to like smooth anything out, you could just use a little water or your finger. And then the last thing that I do, let's see how we're going, is I just take my finger and I make indentations for eyes. So I know where they're gonna be. And one for, some people say it's a nose, some people say it's a mouth. It's whatever you want it to be. Now I'm gonna let this dry just a little bit before I finish these with some paint. Okay, it's been a couple hours, and to be honest with you, I don't think it's dry enough. I just drew one eye on there. This is a permanent paint marker by Art Skills. I got it on Amazon. So, it's probably best to wait a little bit longer, but basically I just take it. I always start small. This is just gonna start lifting the other, the other part up. I think I wanna wait before I do the other one, But that's all. You just gotta, here's the mouth. Let's just do, so you just draw it on and fill it in. And that's it. So stick around for the final. And that's a wrap for this week, everybody. Enjoy.